So, good morning and welcome back to the vlog. We are currently on the banks of Loch Lomond at Tarbert. There's an old jetty that we found weeks ago when we were travelling to Glencoe and Isle of Skye. We passed it in the camper van, but we couldn't stop anywhere. There was nowhere to stop here. So there's a few posts in the water that you can see here. There's a lot of rocks down below. I'm going to get low down as well. I'm hoping, well, yeah, I'm hoping for a sunrise. There's a lot of fog. It was forecast fog for sunrise today, but me being an optimist thought I'd come down anyway and give it a shot. And obviously someone's decided to park one of the boats right at the end of this old jetty, so that's a Photoshop job, I think. Also the midges, yeah, I think I'm going to have the word midges bitten in spots on my head by the end of this vlog. But yeah, I'm just going to wait for the sun to, well, hopefully for the sun to come up right at the end of the loch there, and when it does, I'll show you what I'm looking at. So I'm just going to show you what I'm looking at here while the camera's set up. There's the camera, and that's the type of image we're looking at. I can Photoshop that boat out, won't be a problem. So I'm looking at it with the posts just below the horizon line at the minute, but I am interested in a shot. I'll just show you down here. I am interested in a low shot with some of this in the foreground. I'm going to put it in vertical composition for that, and try and get some of these rocks and the posts in with the post breaking the horizon. I think that'll look quite nice as well. Getting bitten to shreds, honestly. I didn't miss Scotland for the midges, tell you. So we're still waiting for some light to happen. Sunrise is in about 20 minutes, or supposed to be 20 minutes. At the minute, that's what we're looking at. There's not a lot of colour in the sky. There's more colour in my face, and there's not a lot in that. So settings wise, well, I've got a 0.9 soft grad leaf filter in at the minute, just to darken the sky. I've got the polarizer on for the glare on the water. Settings wise, I don't know yet. We'll have to see whatever light we get at the end. I've just done a test shot now, and we were on 4 seconds at f14. So I'm going to try and bring that f-stop down just to make it more sharp. This camera runs basically around f9 to f11 at the sharpest, so that's what I'm going to try and aim for. So we're just waiting on this light, and I'll show you when it happens, hopefully, fingers crossed. So believe it or not, everyone, that's supposed to be sunrise. So hey, landscape photography is not all about winning. Sometimes you've got to adapt to get a shot. So I'm currently, I'll show you while I'm actually doing it. So this is my plan. It's going to turn on. So that's my shot. It's already focused. I've turned it off onto manual. I'll take that f-stop down, like I said, to 11, and we're getting a second exposure on that. So I'll just take the shot. That's what we're getting. So it's all about the minimal today, the minimal shot. So I'm going to play around with this a bit more. I'm going to go onto the beach here at the side and just take a side shot of it with all this, all the pine trees in the background there. I'm going to get a shot of that because there's a lot of fog covering those trees. And then when we're on the beach, I'll show you the shot from the side. So literally, the midges have eaten half my body. There's only half of me left. Now, this is the view that we're looking at now. So I've managed to get down low at the side of this old jetty. You can see all the foundation for it, and then the poles going in the water. So that's the type of view we're looking at. That's what it looks like on the camera. I'm just taking that shot now. And there you go. So that was F11, 2.5 seconds, ISO 100. And I'll stick that one on the screen now for you. So that was a little short visit to Tarbert and Loch Lomond for sunrise that never happened. But I've got some good moody images, I think. We're out anyway, it doesn't matter, we're out early. We've got lots to do. So we're going to head now to Falloch Falls, which is 20 minutes up the road. So we're going to head there, and when we get there, I'll show you what compositions I've found. So we've made it to Falloch Falls, or Falls of Falloch. Yeah, it's all right. It's very early still. There's no one here. Yeah, I've took a shot of the falls, but as with most like tourist falls, I always find that when you go to the lower sections, the little runoffs and things, that always has more interest. So we're going to head down that way now. Just going to find some compositions down in the lower falls. Jay's just struggling there with her midgie net. She's getting eaten alive, poor girl. Right, so the composition I've got is just looking at these falls. So we're just looking at that. We've got this deadfall in the background, and I've got this in the foreground below. It's quite difficult to get a shot on this section. We're going to make it further down that way, where there's some really, really lower falls. But for now, I'm just going to take this shot and I'll put it on the screen for you if it turns out okay. This is the composition that I've found on the riverside. I'm loving the way the water sweeps from the centre to the left to the right like an S shape. But I'm going to try it in landscape mode because I'm losing the trees and the rocks from the left and the right. We've made it down to these falls, if you can see. So you've got him coming in from the right hand side and sweeping around. It does like a bit of an S-curve past the camera. So I've showed you on screen the vertical composition of it. The midges are killing me here. But I've actually put it into a landscape orientation now. So I'm at f14, 1.6 second exposure, ISO 100, and I prefer the landscape version to the vertical one. We've been here quite a while now, and there's not much to see really. We've had to hunt this falls out, climb down some cliff face to get to this. So the two things, the fact that there's not many compositions and the fact we're getting eaten alive, we're probably going to go in a minute. But this is a really, really nice composition. So I'm happy that we've found this. It's not been a complete waste of a trip up here. And it was a hell of a drive just to get to Falloch Falls. So I'll put the image on screen now and show you what that is. So with that, we're going to head off now, so see you in the next vlog. So, bonus extra, we were just leaving and I've just found this little composition, just looking down there. So I'm going to set up in a vertical composition for this one, just to capture the rocks in the foreground, and then it'll take you away down the stream or river. So I'm just going to fight my way back through the midges, get the camera, take the shot, and I'll put it on the screen for you. Thank you.